Hi, this is Dominic from Paphos Life, and in today's film we're having a drive around Kato Paphos and the hotel strip. So first of all, let's have the map up, and as you can see we're starting off at the Harbour. We're going to go through by the seafront and then down Bar Street, then loop round Poseidonos Avenue and up through Kato Paphos to Limnaria Gardens area, down from there to SODAP Beach, then the Triangle, and finally we're going to go along the hotel strip and finish at Riccos Beach Bar and the outdoor gym. Weather-wise, it's quite cloudy at the moment, as you can tell from this film. We've had a bit of a change in the temperatures again. It's got cooler. We've had a little bit of rain, not much, but it's better than baking sunshine when you're trying to get the reservoirs to refill up, I guess. So looking out of my little window while I'm recording the audio here, it's blue skies. So if you're coming next week and you see this film and you think, oh no, the weather's gone bad, don't worry. Because even then you do get rain in Cyprus, it tends to disappear fairly quickly. Too quickly at the moment, it has to be said. Anyway, I'm not going to have a weather moan. So we're going down the seafront, and you can see people wrapped up nice and warm. I'm doing a little experiment with the audio and using the original sound for some ambience rather than guitar playing, by the way. If you'd let us know how you find it, that would be appreciated. Right, so we're going to turn right here. It's a fairly standard route. And go past what will be Clevenis's supermarket, but is still holding out as Paps at the moment. There's some nice restaurants on the left there. And beyond us, Papa Antonio's, you actually have the seafront itself, but you can't drive down there since they pedestrianised it a few years ago. Now I could have turned right here and gone straight up Poseidonos Avenue, but I wanted to have a bit of a little look through Kato Paphos as well. So we're coming up here, and as you know, there's the new building that's going to be a museum. Well, it's not a new building, it'll be a new museum to St. Paul. They've renovated an old building. There's the reopened Sofianna. It looks like they're doing a little bit more work on there for some reason. In fact, yeah, I avoided that whole thing because that car was getting stuck, so I thought I'll just sneak past this way. And we're on Bar Street now. This is the less salubrious end. Well, either end of Bar Street is less salubrious. The central bit that's got all the action. Though the central bit has grown a little bit recently, thanks to a new bar. And we're coming up to the main areas. There's the Flares Bar on the left there, and Boogie's on the right, open all year round. And on the left is a supermarket as well. You've got the new Mariko and Me bar there, obviously waiting for their signage. Then we've got the less salubrious stuff again, basically where Lineker's and Felix used to be. Felix is now on the Triangle. I'm doing very well actually. I always get positive comments about Felix. And now the newly renovated Poseidonos Avenue water feature, which we will loop around. So I want to have a look at it from the other side. And opposite us now is the Hotel Almira. Very nice in there. Be very nice food as well. And they cater for people like gluten-free. And there's the water feature, looking very nice. And presumably the flower beds back by the water feature will all be festooned with the same sort of flowers that they got in these ones here, which were constructed a year or so ago now. That chap managed to find a parking space, well done. because people often criticise the renovations that they did along here for taking away some parking spaces, but there are a lot of parking areas in Kato Paphos just on the other side. For instance, when I mentioned that supermarket near Bar Street, there's a big car park, well, two big car parks right there. So we turned right at Pinguino's and we're coming back up to Bar Street. I believe Demokritos on the left there is open now, and no Delegates definitely is. Most of the restaurants around Kato Paphos and the seafront and harbour are open. Because I'm saying this because it occasionally comes up as a comment. Because Paphos it's not like Ayia Napa, it's a year-long city. People live here and work here, and the locals go out. I mean, a lot of the locals will head up to Old Town, for instance, rather than come here. But that's just like local preference. I mean, they tend to spread out. They don't all come down to the seafront and harbour area. But you can see the car parking I was referring to. There's some there. A lot more. Now, often when we do rides through Kato Paphos, we'll come up here and we'll turn left, but we're going to go straight on when we cross the road. But note that there's a nice curry house on our right, just there on the corner. There you go. It's a very popular place. I can highly recommend it as well. It does make me laugh though, because if people ask for where's the best place to get curry, nobody bats an eyelid. I'll give them their personal preference. But if someone asks, well, where can I get a decent Sunday roast, or where can I get a decent full English, there'll always be people going, oh, you're in Cyprus, you should eat the Cypriot food, experiment, etc, etc, etc. But it's your holiday, have what you want. Honestly. Anyway, a little bugbear of mine. It's slightly gotten off my chest there. So, we're coming through this area now. You got the little Limnaria River will be on our left. You can't see it in this film though. I did a walk past it a few weeks ago now. And it may seem like there's a lot of turnings here, but it's pretty much a one-way street actually, because you can't go ahead here, you have to turn left. And this will bring us back onto Poseidonos Avenue, just opposite the Alexander the Great Hotel, if memory serves me correctly. Actually, I think that'll be opposite the Elmira Spa still, which is between the Elmira Hotel and the Alexander the Great. Yeah, there we go. Now, I'm not going to list all the hotels on the hotel strip because this isn't one of those films, but there is a definitive guide, but admittedly for 2024, but I haven't done the 2025 version yet. And if you go to paphoslife.com/v/H2024, you'll get them all named, and there'll be an accompanying page which will have links to all the hotels, where they appear on the film, and links to booking.com. I don't know if it does booking.com anymore. TUI and EasyJet. Anyway, we're going past SODAP Beach on the right there. The big tower, which some people love, some people hate, on the left, is going to have a brother soon anyway. So there'll be either more love or more hate in that direction. And the M4 Resort on the right. And here's the triangle. There's quite a number of little restaurants in here. Popular place. There's the aforementioned Felix Bar. And we're going to go in a little loop back on ourselves, because you have to. This is the triangle is effectively a triangular shaped roundabout. And now we're coming on to the hotel strip itself, which looks very pretty with its palm trees. If you like our films, please do subscribe to our YouTube channel and share them far and wide, and comment, etc., etc. They all help the YouTube algorithm. And if you want to help us out financially, go to our Buy Me a Coffee page at buymeacoffee.com/PaphosLife and chuck us a few coffees. All coffees are gratefully received, I can assure you. And if you want to get something back in return, go to our Etsy shop at etsy.com/shop/PaphosLife. And there you can buy all sorts of memorabilia from Paphos, featuring pictures that we published on our Facebook page, Paphos Life. Speaking of which, we've got nearly 80,000 followers there, so why don't you come along and join them? And if you want to have keep up to date with anything that we publish, be it on YouTube, Facebook, or our main Paphos Life website, that's the place to look, because we always post about it there. And finally, if you want to say hello, come to our Paphos chat group or our Cyprus chat Facebook group and say hello or ask questions. It's always good to ask questions if you have any queries about your holiday or relocating. If you're thinking of relocating, don't just join our group, join as many groups as you can on Facebook and ask questions on all of them, because you get a lot of different replies from a lot of different people with a lot of different opinions, and that's the way to do it basically. Don't just rely on one person you find on YouTube. So now we've got all the marketing out of the way, and we've been going through the hotel strip. We've got the Aphrodite's water park just coming up on the left. I'll highlight that thing at the start of the film there recently. Nice big sign for it there, and a nice big arrow. No question at all where to turn for that. And now we're coming towards the end of the hotel strip. On the right there is the turning you'd take for St. Nicholas Chapel. So you'd be having to come in the opposite direction. So if you're coming this way, you need to go to the roundabout we're just about to hit ourselves, and then loop back on yourselves, and that will take you there. We've got a couple of bank holidays lined up. There's Greek Independence on Tuesday, and on April the 1st it's Cyprus Independence. And most of the shops will close on bank holidays. Some of the supermarkets will be open. There's another place way to find out is to ask on the forums. Because I sometimes publish notes about them, but I often forget myself. So we've left the hotel strip, we've gone past the Luna Park, which is now on the right, and we're coming up to Riccos Beach. You'll see it looks pretty much like it's a car park that they're putting down here, which is good to know, because I had been wondering about that. Because the last thing anyone would want to see is a hotel appear there. Because it's this lovely area of coast, and it's nice because it's unspoiled. And here's Riccos Beach Bar. Speaking of unspoiled, quite an eccentric place there, very popular. There's a new car park on the left, and there's quite an empty beach at the moment. There's a lot of seaweed, because you always get a lot of seaweed in the winter time because of the storms, but it will get cleaned off before the summer hits us. So that was Kato Paphos and the hotel strip. Thank you very much for watching.